Bonjour mes amis! What does a week in the sun do to your Seiko SKX and its Crafter Blue strap? Let's find out. So I had a week off with my wife and kids, and as usual we went to a sunny destination by the sea, and I needed to take one watch. I prefer to take just one watch so I don't have to be troubled too much to keep them in the safe in the hotel bedroom. There are enough watches on the market which are sporty enough but also okay to be worn on more dressy occasions. So for this instance I took the Seiko SKX. You can see in a previous video that I had taken the Seiko Mini Turtle, the paddy version, which was really amazing with a very soft silicone strap. Great watch at the pool, on the beach, at the restaurant, at night as well, because of the great loom. And so, but this time I decided to take the Seiko SKX because I had finally put it on a strap that I really like. This one is a fairly expensive strap from Crafter Blue. It's black and it's perfectly molded to the watch, and it's a very substantial strap, which has its goods and its bad sides. So first, aesthetically, after a week of playing in the pool, going down slides, taking a boat, going to the beach, going in the water, a bit of snorkeling, and playing with the kids, and also sleeping with the watch. Really, I can't see anything, any damage to the watch, hardly any scratch to the case itself. The bezel caught a bit of lint, but apart from that, it has withstood pretty good the rigors of the holiday. It's a very solid bezel if you've never held a SKX. Sometimes a bit difficult to grip if your fingers are wet or if the watch is wet, but otherwise it's a very comforting kind of feel to it. And with the chron at 4 o'clock and those chron guards, you're never at risk of getting it caught on while playing with the kids. That's very good. So yeah, aesthetically the hardlex has no scratch, the bezel is fine. It's probably the first thing that will discolor a little bit. So far it's okay. And the strap, really, it looks like brand new. The only thing you can notice is a few scratches on the minder. Speaking of the minder, it's a very tight minder, unlike the ones from the Seiko brand. So if you have a bit hairy wrists like mine, it's a bit tricky to put the strap in, because it's really tight. You have to really force it in. Once it's in, it's not going to move, unlike the ones from Seiko, which tend to flap about a few times during the day. So yes, slight discomfort there, but otherwise it's extremely solid, that it's not going to move the whole day. And nothing special about the buckle. It's solid and it does its job perfectly. So yeah, the strap is in perfect condition, as you can see. And how did the watch perform? It performed great, just gaining a few seconds every day, maybe gain a minute after the whole holiday, and the date and the day click in with no problem. They are fairly well aligned in their windows, and the loom is great. I really need the loom because I wake up quite often at night, and I like to know what time it is. I like to know if the kids are getting enough sleep, and with the bezel I can also time the naps of my daughter. For example, I set it where she falls asleep, make sure she gets at least an hour of nap. So that's very good. Now the negatives. Well, for the first time I felt some irritation from the strap, and not really where the minder is. Actually, it was more on this side of the strap. It has some ridges on the inside to let the wrist aerate, but I was really wearing it non-stop, day and night, as I mentioned. And after a couple of days, I started getting wrist fatigue and a bit of itchy feeling. So I had to switch it to my right wrist, which, if you've never tried, is a bit awkward at first. It's okay on holiday, but at the office, it's quite hard to have it on the right side because you're using the mouse or you're writing something. I got used to it, and then I would switch back and forth from the right wrist to the left wrist. And so I actually caught some rash. I'll show you a little disgusting picture. And yes, the first time this happened. So I think the strap is really great if you wear it over a wetsuit. But when you have it on the skin all the time, maybe it's a bit too much for this type of strap. So yeah, there's you can't have it all, you know. You can't have something of great strength and quality, and have it perfectly comfortable. Although I have to say, the rubber or maybe silicone strap that I have on my Omega Speedmaster Racing never caused me such problem. It's really a lot more comfortable. It's very substantial as well, but just a bit softer, I think. But overall, it's a great look, and you can't really complain too much. Next time I go on holiday, maybe I'll put the watch. If I take this watch, I'll put it on a NATO. That would be a very good option. Or maybe I'll just take my Samurai, or again the Paddy Turtle, because those straps that Seiko makes right now, those silicone straps, are really comfortable. The underside has nice relief, and they're very soft, and I guess they won't resist as long as this strap will, but I don't wear them all that much. I do wear a watch when I play tennis, and I've worn this one, and again it gave me a bit of a rash, while today I was wearing the Samurai, which has one of those black soft silicone straps. It was really a pleasure. I didn't feel the watch at all. It's easy to put on, easy to remove, while this one is a bit harder to lock in, especially, as I said, if you have a hairy wrist. So there you go. That's my review. I still love the SKX. I think it's a cool watch. If you don't want to splash for the Marine Master, this one is not as thick, not as big, and it has a look of its own, and it just performs great. Wow, this bezel is I think it's the sturdiest click from all my Seikos. The hardest one to turn, along with the Samurai one, which almost wouldn't turn at all when I got the watch. Alright, I'm chatting too much. It's been 9 minutes already. It's nighttime here, so good night or good morning if you're watching this in the morning. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye bye.